Hello there. So I have done it again. I've bought in another stupid collection and going to take a wee look at it. And just to warn you, I have bought bigger collections, but this one is insane. The stuff that's in it, as I think you'll see. We'll start off just going through it all. Obviously, there is just sitting at the top. There's a wee unboxed PS2 Pink Slim and a Tyco Drum Master set. But yeah, that's probably the cheapest items here. So let me get some stuff out the bag. So a couple of stacks here I've just taken out this bag, and as you're about to see, I think the guy I got this from basically just collected the various games for formats. So here we go. So yeah, a lot of these are, I don't think there's much in here that's not over £100. This is incredibly rare. Nice wee game that. Nice horror game for a wee calling. This has just went ridiculous in price recently as well. Castlevania for the original Xbox. If you know, you know. This is arguably the rarest PAL GameCube game. Again, £100 plus. Excellent collection there. Your Armour Core stuff does go for good money as well, as does this. Anything that From Software make seems to be worth money. Mr. Mosquito, Soul Divide, Darwin, which I've never actually played, and Grim Grimoire, which is a brilliant game. Obscure 2, more horror. Obscure 1. Space Channel 5, really good fun. Space Channel 5 Part 2. Samurai Aces, we've got 2 copies of this, and it's not a cheap game. Gregory Horror Show, again, not a cheap title at all. Got another Soul Divide there. Suikoden 4. Suikoden Tactics, which isn't too expensive. This is expensive. Blood Will Tell. Clock Tower 3. Neo Contra, I do like the artwork on that. I believe that's Travis Charest, the Image Comics artist. And 10,000 Bullets. So some bangers in here. And they continue. So Forbidden Siren 2, Suikoden 5, Zombie Hunters, Zombie Hunters 2, Dragon Blaze, Iron Chef, which I think is pretty expensive, but I've never actually seen it, Growlancer, Snow White and the Seven Clever Boys. Not one of those god-awful Phoenix games that's worth a lot of money, I think. Legend of Saiyuki. Nice RPG. Ghost Vibration. Very uncommon. Wild Arms 5. We have Raiden 3. Homura. Really nice shoot 'em up, that one. Expensive. AR Tonelico. Samurai Western. We have yet another Snow White, so that's 14 Clever Boys there. King of Fighters 98, Ultimate Match. 98's my favourite in the series. Shin Megami Tensei Devil Summoner. Then we've got the Project Zeros, we've got 1, we have 2, we have 3. All good games. Airborne Troops, very uncommon as well. Echo Night Beyond. In case you're wondering, the bags there sticking at the top, I think the instructions are just in bags inside, so there's nothing untoward there. Another Samurai Western. Dot Hack Quarantine Part 4. Silent Hill Shattered Memories, and this is the one with English on the back. I think they usually come from the Netherlands, and most of the copies of this, but this one really hard to get with the English on it. Space War Attack. Looks kind of cool. Wild Arms Altered Code F. Don't think I've ever had that. Well, there's the Getaway Limited copy. That's uncommon as heck. Kuon. Probably heard of that. And let's have Michigan. Garfield, which is surprisingly blooming expensive. And A Rule of Rose, and it is also the English one, not the dodgy one that has been mysteriously discovered in boxes in Italy. So yeah, well, that's the first bag done. I will just pause you and I will rearrange. Right, so I have emptied bag number 2. As you can see, lots of Vita stuff in here. Let's see what we've got. So we've got, for the Wii, Fire Emblem Radiant Dawn. This is really uncommon in the PS2 as well, Rough Trigger. Somebody phoned me and asked me for this yesterday and I didn't have it, and now I do. This one is, I believe, brand new. It's the limited edition of Ultimate Spider-Man. Stupidly expensive now. Pokemon XD, Gale of Darkness. This is the one Sega Saturn game in the collection, I think, but it's a belter. Deep Fear, and it looks immaculate. Very nice. Yeah, this stands out a bit. No other Xbox games in this bit, and it's a cheap one. So, I'm not a Wii U expert, but this is right up there with the rarest game on the Wii U, I believe. Again, pretty uncommon. Mighty Number 9, that was the guy that made Mega Man. Made that. Devil's Third, pretty rare. Looks pretty good actually. Finding Teddy 2 Definitive Edition. This one is expensive as well. It's Pixel Heart. They only made 3,000 copies of it, I see. This is number 1144. Got a shock when I looked this one up as well. Shoot 'em up collection. Yeah, Pixel Heart again. Made to only 3,000 copies. And we have Walking Dead Survival Instinct for the Wii U. Right, one NES game randomly. Pretty nice condition. I've never actually played this, but it looks brilliant. It looks like a Contra Turrican type thing. So, be interested in checking that out. Some random PSP games. I don't think these are too expensive. So we've got the Arctic Edge Collector's Edition, Ratchet and Clank, Monster Hunter, Jak and Daxter, Dragoneer's Aria, Tales of the World Radiant Mythology, Gitaru Man Lives, and a nice wee Castlevania. Right, so the Vita stuff. Now, I'm not an expert on Vita stuff. I did look a lot of these up and they seem to be stupidly expensive, and I think this one is ridiculously rare, but I could well be wrong. We'll get to it. Yeah, it's probably some of the nicest Vita games I've ever had in, I think. Rose in the Twilight. Is this the one the guy told me was the rarest game? Oh, wish I had a good memory. Rainbow Moon, Noir Goddess, Hyper Devotion. I must admit, I do lose track of all these Neptunia games and stuff like that, because they do all seem to have the rather large-breasted women on the front of them. Freedom Wars, Axiom Verge, The Long Reach, Darkest Dungeon, Collector's Edition, The Longest 5 Minutes, The Long Reach, Legends of War, Valkyrie Drive. I'm not even going to try and pronounce that part yet. Looks interesting. Army Corps of Hell, Danganronpa V3, Sorcery Saga, Muv-Luv, Dungeon Travelers 2. Trails of Cold Steel. Okay. Labyrinth of Death. Labyrinth of Death. Ice Cream Surfer. Yeah. Does look pretty cool. I've had that in a few things. Corpse Party, Blood Drive. Okay. Seven Scarlet. Deathmark. Tokyo Tattoo Girls. Okay. Mega Tag Mentions. That's not a real word. Come on. Black and Neptune versus Zombies. Interesting. New Little King story. Slain Back from Hell. That's not the Slain I know from 2000 AD, but okay. The Count Lucanor. Oh, Silent Hill. Book of Memories. Senran Kagura. Drive Girls. There is a recurring theme with most Vita games, isn't it, with these girls that won't hurt their face if they fall over. Demetrius. Handball 16. Did not even know that existed. Wow, that's mental. That looks quite cool. Project Diva. Hatsune Miku. X-Blaze, Code Embryo, and Mov Love Alternative. Right, so that's the second wee bag done. So I will tidy these ones away. Okay, so we've got the next bag emptied, and there's not as much in it, but it's a belter. So we'll do the PlayStation games that are in it first. So yeah, pretty uncommon. Skeleton Warriors, Capcom vs SNK, Millennium Fight Pro. We've got Crypt Killer, wee Konami light gun game. This one's not too expensive. 1. Chaos Break, which I've never played, but it looks pretty interesting. That's not at all meant to be Jill Valentine there, is it? Ghost in the Shell, another banger. Yeah, I've checked this. It's got the book, the art book, the CD, and the instructions. It's all complete, and discs are immaculate. Really, really nice, and as you can probably imagine, really, really expensive. Suikoden 2, which isn't cheap either, as this one isn't either. Hell Knight. And surprisingly, this one's not cheap. In the Hunt. Jackie Chan, I think that's only about 150, so that's a bargain. This one, super hard to get. Gekio Shooting King. The Cool, City of Angels. Clock Tower. As you can see, it's just banger after banger here. It really is. Nightmare Creatures 2. Oh, we've got the good stuff here. Cindy's Caribbean Holiday and Cindy's Fashion World. Unfortunately, Fashion World doesn't have the instructions. The last one I had, I think, sold for like £1,150. It is absolutely mental. But yeah, even without the instructions, it ain't going to be cheap. Right. Got the amazing, Mega CD games here. We've got Amazing Spider-Man, which is, again, very hard to get. Wolfchild, not too bad. Jaguar, cheap. Oh, okay, I've made a mess of that. Some more PlayStation, Parappa the Rapper. Strider 2, which is a lot of money. Tintin, Destination Adventure, which is the one that's got the English in the back, quite hard to get. And a Mega CD Night Trap. This one, I was wondering why this was in here, but it's about £100 or something stupid like that for that. We have Seventh Dragon 3, I don't know how they... I have no idea in what order I'm meant to be reading that. It's very confuddling. But yeah. Dreamcast, just one game, but may as well make it a £500 banger, I suppose. Same Master System, one game, but it's a good one. £100 odd plus for that. Some Mega Drive stuff. That ain't cheap. Flintstones. Samurai Showdown. There's a cheap one at least. I've been sneaky here. I'm finishing a banger in the bottom of this pile. Toy Story. We've got Bubble and Squeak. Spider-Man, that is... Is that just Spider-Man? What's that called? Is it? No instructions either. Oh, okay, it's not the Spider-Man I was expecting. I thought I had a subtitle. We have The Story of Thor. There's another Master System game. Ninja Gaiden. Ghouls and Ghosts. Marsupilami, which is a really good wee game. Yep, not bad, not bad. And you might think that's the best Mega Drive game here, and it probably is, but the most expensive one is this. And I think in this condition, this is probably about £1,000, which is terrifying for what is a fairly average game. But it is rare, rare, rare. Okay, so another bag done. I will again readjust. Right, so the next bag won't take too long. It's not got a lot in it, but everything that was in it is sealed and new. So let's have a look. So Haunting Ground, that's expensive anyway, but these are obviously in bags to protect them, by the way, in case you think that's not a real bag. So Haunting Ground, we've got Rogue Galaxy, Okami, which is one of the more beautiful games you're likely to see, Resident Evil Outbreak, Demon Summoner, and Global Defence Force for so that's all PS2 games. We've got a nice Wii Seal game, and it's quite an expensive game anyway, Pandora's Tower. We've got a Wii U Seal game, which is a cheap one anyway, Zombie U. One PS3 game, the American version, obviously the console's region free, but the God of War Saga, which has 5 full games, so God of War 2, 3, God of War, Chains of Olympus, and Ghosts of Sparta. So yeah, quite an uncommon collection and brand new. A couple of wee PSP numbers, nothing fancy. We've got Gran Turismo and the film The Hills Have Eyes 2. 2 PS1 games, we've got Necronomicon, again sealed, and Driver 2, sealed. Some DS, 3DS, so we've got Shin Megami Tensei, Strange Journey, Redux, I don't know how to pronounce that, Air Train Odyssey Nexus, Air Train Odyssey, just the first one, and some Switch stuff here, a lot of super rare stuff, so we've got Darkwood, Chroma Squad, Inmost, Human Fall Flat. This one is Ita. It's a big box set. Let me see if I can get that out the back actually. Just about. No, I keep forgetting you can't see anything in the back of these anyway. And Project Warlock from Super Rare Games. And a wee selection of Vita games, brand new as well. The Longest 5 Minutes, Dear God, Phineas and Ferb, Day of Doofenshmirtz. I do like a bit of Phineas and Ferb. Bard's Gold, Necrosphere Deluxe, and we've got Danganronpa 2, and we have Persona 4 Golden sealed as well. So yeah, small bag, but some nice sealed stuff in there. Right, so the next wee bag is all DS games, which will make James in the shop really happy because he's trying to convince me not to buy any more DS games just now. So, sorry James. Right, so we've got Shaolin Showdown, Shin Megami Tensei Devil Summoner Survivor 2, Final Fantasy Tactics A2, Dragon Ball Origins 2, The World Ends With You, Avalon Code. This one always surprises me, I think it's about £110, Pokemon Conquest, Fire Emblem Shadow Dragon, Ghost Trick, Phantom Detective, Enchanted Folk and the School of Wizardry, Okami Den. I'll put that over there. We've got Little Red Riding Hood Zombie Barbecue, which does sound pretty cool. Little Red Riding Hood's all grown up there. Moon, which is stupidly rare. This is a really expensive Dragon Quest, I'm sure. Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. Chrono Trigger. Put that there as well. Dementium, the Ward, again uncommon. Ease Strategy. This one's, I think this is a really expensive Kirby. Kirby Superstar Ultra. Kirby Mass Attack. Kirby Mouse Attack. Kirby Power Paintbrush. Time Hollow. This is quite uncommon as well. Freshly picked Tingle's Rosy Rupee Land. Blue Dragon, Awakened Shadow. Suikoden Tierkreis. I've probably just destroyed the pronunciation of that. And then we've got some Castlevanias. So randomly we've got 2 Order of Ecclesia. We've got 2 Portrait of Ruin. And we've got 2 Dawn of Sorrow. So pretty tasty wee selection of DS there. Right, be with you in a second. So I'm just emptying out one of these big tubbies just now, so this will take a while. Some good mix in here. Right, so I'm only actually doing this wee video so the video doesn't cut off because I'm just pausing it because I don't know how to do editing. Right, back in a second. Okay, so got the big tub emptied there. This one's a strange tub. There's a lot of kind of cheaper titles in here mixed in with some wee bit more expensive ones. Just stick with me. I know for a fact there's some absolute belters in these 2 other tubs I've not got to, including my favourite item in the whole lot, but we'll go through all of these. So we've got Guilty Gear X2 Reload, Random American one, Dark Cloud 2, Space Channel 5 Part 2, I'm sure we had that earlier on, Mega Man X Collection American, Mega Man Anniversary Collection, that's American 2, Bajingai, which is a really nice game. Resident Evil Outbreak File 2. Fistful of Boomstick. Resident Evil Outbreak, the first one. Cinderella, another Phoenix game classic. This looks absolute garbage, but hey ho. The Bible game. Atelier Iris 3. Deep Water. Okay, never played that. Extreme Sprint 3010, another Phoenix game, so you just know it's going to be good. Showdown Legends of Wrestling. See, I mean, some of these are quite common, it doesn't quite fit in with everything. But then you get quite uncommon ones like Shaolin Showdown. Randomly, I don't think I've ever seen this, but again, it's Phoenix, isn't it? So he's not going to be a real dude. Yeah, that looks terrible. That looks absolutely crap. Dr. Muto. Scaler, which was a nice wee game. That's not at all a Spyro the Dragon rip-off in the front. Rogue Trooper, that was class. Star Ocean. Sly Raccoon, great games. King of Fighters 2003. Leisure Suit Larry. Yep, we all know what that's about. Dark Chronicle, Shinobido, I don't know how you pronounce that. Yeah. Drakengard 2, that's quite an uncommon one obviously. Then you get that one. To be fair, this is sealed, although it needs a wee wipe. Friends, the Trivia Quiz, Contra Shard Soldier, turned into Sean Connery there. Ratchet Gladiator. Grady is 5 now. If you like shoot 'em ups and you haven't played this, you are really missing out. For me, it's probably the best side-scrolling shoot 'em up ever made. Treasure at their absolute best. Obliterate, Phoenix Games, which means it's either worth £1 or £1,000. Crap game, but it's sealed. Energy Air Force. Final Fantasy 10, 12. Budokai Tenkaichi, Dragon Ball Z, Shin Megami Tensei, Lucifer's Call, Final Fantasy 12 again, Ratchet and Clank, Size Matters, Dirge of Cerberus. And Onimusha 3, we added Jean Renault. Bloody Roar 4, pretty good fighting game series. Soul Nomad and the World Eaters. Shogun's Blade. Energy Air Force. Cartoon Kingdom, which is going to be the worst thing ever. An incredible collection of activities that will give your kids hours and hours of fun, and they'll hate you forever after it. Wacky Races, Mad Motors. The original Diabolic Sin. Don't think I've ever seen that. Real World Golf, not very exciting, but it's sealed. I like this. Retro. And it's Phoenix Games, so... Yeah, that's not Pac-Man, that's not Breakout. Oh jeez, oh man. These are just straight rip-offs of everything. There's Tron. Okay. Street Golfer. I think that's quite uncommon actually. Furry Tales. We have Jaws Unleashed. Dragon Ball Z Budokai 2. Chaos Legion. Street Warrior Phoenix Games. There we go. What's the bet in this? Looks terrible. Oh yeah. Yep. Yakuza. Samurai Legend Musashi. Square Enix, so it's a follow-up to Brave Fencer. I've never played this. That looks nice. Okay. Dragon Ball Budokai Tenkaichi 3. Class. Def Jam Fight for New York. Budokai Tenkaichi 2. Def Jam Vendetta. Superb. And Knight Rider, the game. So yeah, some nice PS2 stuff here, and now we'll do this. So we've got some Wii games here. We've got Sam and Max, which is superb. Mushroom Men, The Spore Wars, which I've never played. I'm not going to lie, Wii wasn't my favourite console. I'm imagining this is garbage, but it is sealed. Dino Strike. Compatible with the Wii Zapper, so a Wii gun game. That is one good thing the Wii did, you could still play gun games. Hot Wheels Track Attack, that is new as well, looks decent. Another new one, Wacky World of Sports. Right, okay, Soul Calibur Legends, now we're talking. Again, looks fairly decent. Shakedown Hawaii. Just Dance 2. That looks like a resale, I'm not sure if that's how it came, just looks shrink wrapped. Barbie and Groom and Glam Pups, okay, no thank you. Metroid Prime 3, nice. Shaun White, again sealed. Just Dance 2, sealed. Dead Space Extraction. And Vacation Isle Beach Party, which is sealed. Got one PS4 game here, Hell Warders, which is also sealed. Xbox, Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. Got a Need for Speed Hot Pursuit, which is sealed. Rage, which is sealed. Assassin's Creed compilation. Don't think I've seen this actually. Buffy. Class. Best TV show ever. Frankie Dettori Racing. Sure that'll be a classic. Skylanders. Special edition of Dante's even Inferno. Conan, which was quite good if I remember right. And a wee sealed Ghost Recon, but then it's all torn there, so it's not really sealed. Right. Some 3DS and DS sealed stuff. Etrian Odyssey Untold. Nice Majora's Mask sealed. Fire Emblem Fates Birthrights. Not sealed, but Nanostray 2, which was an excellent shoot 'em up. Final Fantasy 3. Me Professor Layton sealed. Atari's Greatest Hits Volume 1. What does it tell you what's on that? Oof, tons. Cool. Infinite Space. Looks nice. A few more PS1 games. We've got Aeronauts, Kiss Pinball, Fighting Force, Shadow Man, Xena, which is a good game, and Space Rider. So nothing too expensive there. Very random. Tiger Woods 12. Never seen this before, but American exclusive. Far Cry compilation. Hyperdimension Neptunia collection. And a rather rare one. Gojira. Right, cool cover PS3 ones. We've got WWE, I was going to say F there, but that's old. 13. The Austin 316 edition. One of the nice only on PlayStation 4. I don't know why I've got that on the PS3, sorry. Nice cover though. Spider-Man. Majora's Mask 3D Special Edition. And another dribble of Mega CD. But nothing super exciting there. So yeah, that's the first of the 3 boxes done. Bear with me. So here's a wee sneaky peek in box number 2 while I get everything ready. So some nice ones at the top, but I'll be back in a minute. Right, we're back. So quite a lot of common PS1 games here, including this all-time classic. We'll go through them. Bit beaten up Constructor. Butchie Carrot, which was a nice wee puzzle game. The Good Old Boys, The Dukes of Hazzard. Road Rash Jailbreak. Bomberman Fantasy Race. These ones are a wee bit more filler titles, I think. Populous, The Beginning. Next Tetris. Grudge Warriors. Populous, The Beginning again. Tomb Raider Last Revelation and 3, so that's Tomb Raider 3 and 4. Syndicate Wars. Machine Hunter. Heart of Darkness. Great game. Bloody hard. Resi 2. And Dino Crisis. And then we're on to PS2. So, Micro Machines. GT Concept. Obliterate, again, that was in earlier on. Krabby Adventure. Again, Phoenix Games. Steamboat Chronicles, that's not a cheap one. Donald Duck PK, it was a pretty cool game. Big Mother Truckers, it's quite fun saying that. Red Dead Revolver, absolute classic. Virtua Cop, Elite Edition. Judge Dredd, Dredd vs Death. Hyper Street Fighter 2 Anniversary. Fruitfall. Disney's Extreme Skate Adventure. I don't think I've ever had that in. Siphon Filter. Wonder what ever happened to that franchise. Parappa the Rapper 2. Fire Heroes. Never seen that before. Honestly, never seen this before either. Don't even know what that name is, honest. Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance 2. Punisher, and quite an expensive one, The Nightmare Before Christmas. Some random PS3, we sealed Call of Duty, sealed, but a bit faded looking Red Dead Redemption there. American exclusive Big Game Hunter 2010 Cabela's, and Big Game Hunter 2012. Right, some wee stuff. Garfield Show, Kill Some More Animals, X-Men Origins Wolverine, this one's sealed, Big Beach Sports, Disaster, Day of Crisis, Bakugan Battle Brawlers, sorry, Alone in the Dark, another Cabela's, Overlord, Dark Legend, Story Hour Adventures, which I have never seen before, Army Men, Soldiers of Misfortune, Chicken Shoot, and Pokepark, Pikachu's Adventure. A wee smattering of GameCube, got Blood Rain, Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, The Sims, Rebel Strike, Rogue Squadron 3, Tales of Symphony, and Mario Party 6. So we've got some Xbox 360 and original Xbox stuff here. So Infinite Undiscovery, we sealed Sports Island Freedom, Another one of those double pack type things. Sealed Lego Jurassic World. Promotional Metal Gear Revengeance. 50¢. Bulletproof. Surprisingly good game. Hunted, The Demon's Forge. A sealed Black Flag. Sealed Kinetic Adventures, like anyone cares. Sealed Connect Sports. Oof, the big ones are here. Zumba. Now these are quite interesting. The Crash Time games, these are usually pretty hard to get. So we've got 3 and we've got 1. We've got Brave. Hot Wheels Beat That. Another 50¢. So that's us up to $1. We've got Project Zero 2 on the original Xbox. Shattered Dimensions, the Spider-Man game, that's a hard one to get. And Silent Hill Homecoming. We have a random 3 games for the Xbox One as well. The Crew Ultimate Edition, Overwatch and Quantum Break. Right, we're on to the good stuff now. So this is really hard to get. I think this is maybe, I've never had this actually, but I think it's maybe about £600 now. Demon Crest on the SNES. Got a nice Zelda complete with manual, map, all the gubbins. Not the greatest of conditions here, but quite hard to get. Wolfenstein 3D. Absolute classic Super Punch Out. And we have a beautiful Illusion of Time, again complete with map. So yeah, pretty nice. So main 64, we've got Tetrisphere, Rocket, Robot on Wheels, Shadows of the Empire, Turok Rage Wars, Bomberman 64, Mischief Makers from Treasure, and a nice wee Rayman 2. And even more DS, we've got Mega Man 5 Battle Network Double Team DS, that's a bit of a mouthful. New Zealand Story Revolution, Godzilla Unleashed, Golden Sun Dark Dawn, another Dragon Quest, Hand of the Heavenly Bride, Dual Legends Tree of Life, and Animal Kororo. Game Boy stuff, so this, I've never played it but I know it's expensive. Rush 2049, the Rush games are always good fun, although I see they've totally changed the viewpoint on that obviously. Kingdom Hearts, this is nice, Castlevania Adventure, pretty cool. And yeah, Resident Evil Gaiden, a bit super scarce. I believe this is stupidly hard to get for the Game Gear as well, Man Overboard, and the beautiful Spirit Tracks box set for the DS, which I have just magically opened. So yeah, it's all, this stuff's not even been opened, all the wee figures and stuff. So yeah, super cool. Very hard to get box set complete like this. And yeah, so that's box number 2 done. And I lie, it's not done, I've just noticed these. So it's a couple of loose carts, but they're belters. Snowboard Kids 2, Separation Anxiety, and randomly we've got a few American PS4 games. Yeah, now we're done. Sorry about that. Right, last box has been emptied, and for once I'm going to save my favourite thing to the end. So see that brown cardboard box? We'll do that at the end, and it is a thing of absolute beauty. Okay, right, so we'll get some of the other stuff out the road. So 2 more random Mega CD games, another Jaguar and a Thunderhawk, a few random PS1s, we've got Nova Storm, Wipeout 3, Wipeout 2097, which I'm sorry is the best in the series, Crazy Ivan, quite appropriate these days probably, and Wipeout 3. Got one more nice SNES game, we've got Equinox, then some more PS2, we have Drakengard, Spyro A New Beginning, Fire Pro Wrestling Returns, Iron Sea, Atelier Iris, Sniper Assault, Harvest Fishing, Growlancer Generations, the superbly named Ninja Man, Nightshade, Prince of Persia Trilogy, and the surprisingly blooming hard to get Fitness Fun. Two words that don't really go together, but never mind. Couple of wee titles, we've got Case Closed, Detective Conan, and Castlevania Judgment, which I completely forgot existed. Painkiller on the Xbox, Arcania on 360, and A-Train HX, which is quite uncommon for 360. Some Game Boy stuff, we've got Stuart Little, we have Sword of Mana, a really nice Minish Cap, Zelda, and a really nice Castlevania double pack. Got a random Game Gear game, Woody Pop, a Dynasty Warriors Gundam Reborn for PS3, two random PS4 games, 428 Shibuya Scramble, which looks pretty amazing, and the Nightfall. Okay, so got another mountain of DS games. This is ridiculous. 3DS. So again, they're in these baggies are sealed. So A-Train Odyssey Untold sealed, Fire Emblem Fates Conquest sealed, Senran Kagura Burst, which is quite appropriate. Yep. Luigi's Mansion sealed, Mario Party Island Tour sealed, Valkyrie Profile, Children of Mana, Barbie Groom and Glam Pups again, a nice wee Mario 64 sealed. Really should get some of these graded actually. Final Fantasy 12 Revenant Wings, Izuna Legend of the Ninja, Final Fantasy The Four Heroes of Light, Amazing Spider-Man 2, Devilish, Advance Wars Dark Conflict, Dragon Ball Z Supersonic Warriors 2, and Asterix. Yeah, I'm not going to try and pronounce that. A-Train Odyssey 5, yep. Have to check my Roman numerals. Final Fantasy Echoes of Time, Amazing Spider-Man, Luminous Arc 2, yet another A-Train Odyssey 2 Untold, so many of these, Devil Survivor Overclocked, Devil Summoner Soul Hackers, Devil Summoner 2 Record Breaker, I wonder if that's got Roy Castle on it, unlikely I would imagine, Golden Sun, another sealed Fire Emblem Fates, and sealed Metroid Prime, Dragon Quest 9, Spider-Man Web of Shadows, yet another Fire Emblem, Bejeweled Twist, Spider-Man Edge of Time, Shaolin Showdown, and Senran Kagura. Is that just two? Yeah, Deep Crimson. Oh, need to find somewhere to put all them. Right, so PSP, we've got Tactics Ogre Let Us Cling Together Premium Edition. We have Mega Man X Maverick Hunter, Obscure, which I didn't even know was on the PSP. Mega Man Powered Up, Guruman, A Monstrous Adventure, okay, Silent Hill Origins, and Dissidia, Final Fantasy. Oh, we're getting there, we're nearly near the end. So, for the Vita we've got a big box set of Fate Extelia, The Untold Star. Yeah, nice box set by the looks of it. On the Wii U we've got Project Zero, the big limited edition. On Vita, Tesla Grad. No screenshots on the back, but a nice looking limited edition. for? Atelier Chalet plus Alchemist of the Dark Sea. So what have we got? Looks like a Vita game, yep. We've got Castlevania Collection, which kind of going by the red box looks like it's for the Switch, but I'll need to check that out. Which limited run we put the formats on their games. And oh, we're ready for something special. So I've never had this in my entire life. I've only seen images of it, always wanted it. And if you're a fan of Final Fantasy, this might be your holy grail. Ta-da! The Final Fantasy VIII limited edition. Yeah, I'm going to be very careful with this, because this is in damn nice condition. It is beautiful. Right, bear with me a second, I'm going to put the phone down. So here we go, we've got inside it, we've got a cool wee memory card case, we've got the memory card which is brand new, we've got a copy of the game, is there anything undone? The game looks immaculate, and underneath that, which I probably really shouldn't be doing with one hand, we have the t-shirt which is still sealed in new, memory card stickers, and I believe this is a poster. So there's the back of the box, absolutely beautiful and worth hunners, as we say up here. Yeah, so you can probably hopefully agree. I mean, obviously if you like your Japanese games, there's not much in there for you, but that was a hell of a collection, and I'm still a bit in shock at how much money I had to part with, but there's a lot of games in there I'm never going to see again possibly, so yeah, went for it, and these will get priced up over the next week or two, and yeah, so let us know what you think. Please, if you're asking for individual prices of stuff, we will get to it when we can. We're slammed, and we've got a crap ton of other stuff going on at the same time in the shop as well. We're reorganising things, so we will get to it when we can, but hopefully there's some stuff in there to whet your appetite. Okay guys, as always, I appreciate your time, especially for a long video like that. Take care, bye.